What if the very thing you're holding on to is blocking the blessing you've been praying for? My beloved, there's something weighing on your heart that needs to be released before it's too late. In your past, people have taken advantage of your innocence. They betrayed you and broken your heart. But today, I'm asking you to release the grudge from within your heart and forgive them. You've carried this pain for far too long. It has weighed you down, robbed you of your peace, and created a barrier between you and the fullness of blessings meant for you. Don't allow the wounds of yesterday to harden your heart, for I am near to the broken-hearted and bind up their wounds, but I cannot bind what you are unwilling to release. Here's what most people don't understand about forgiveness. It's not for the sake of those who hurt you, it's for your liberation. When you hold on to unforgiveness, you chain yourself to the very people who hurt you. You tether your soul to their actions, allowing their darkness to overshadow your light. But you were called to be free. You were called to rise above. Don't let their actions dictate your destiny. The anger you harbor has no place in the plans meant for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Remember these powerful words spoken from the cross. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. Even in agony, forgiveness was chosen because it understood that forgiveness is the key to freedom. You must do the same. Look at the cross and see the ultimate act of love and mercy. If the innocent could forgive those who mocked, tortured, and crucified, surely you can forgive those who have wronged you. I'm not asking you to forget, but to forgive. In doing so, you will find peace that surpasses all understanding. Here's something crucial you need to understand. Unforgiveness is a door through which the enemy enters. It gives him a foothold in your life, allowing him to plant seeds of bitterness, anger, and despair. But when you forgive, you close that door. You deny the enemy access and reclaim the territory he sought to steal. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's a weapon of spiritual warfare. It's an act of faith, a declaration that you trust divine justice to handle what you cannot. The battle within your heart is real, but you don't have to fight it alone. Grace is sufficient for you, and power is made perfect in your weakness. There's a blessing waiting on the other side of your obedience. When you forgive, you will experience a breakthrough you've long prayed for. The heavens will open, favor will pour out, chains will break, doors will open, and you'll walk in freedom you've never known. But you must take the first step. Release the grudge, forgive, and you will be forgiven. But wait, there's more. There's someone in your life who needs your forgiveness, but there's also someone you need to ask forgiveness from. Reflect on your actions, your words, your thoughts. Have you hurt someone knowingly or unknowingly? Have you withheld love or kindness from someone who needed it? Don't let pride keep you from making things right. Humble yourself and seek reconciliation, for blessed are the peacemakers. They will be called children of the divine. The world tells you to hold grudges, seek revenge, protect your pride. But I say love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use and persecute you. This is what sets you apart. This is what it means to walk in divine ways. You may wonder how you can forgive when the pain is so deep. The answer is simple, through the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These qualities will be cultivated in you as you walk this path. I'm not asking you to ignore the pain or pretend it didn't happen. Acknowledge it, but don't let it define you. Bring it forward and find healing. Mourning will turn into dancing, sorrow into joy. What the enemy meant for evil will be used for good. Your testimony of forgiveness will inspire others and bring glory to the divine name. Don't delay. Time is short and the days are challenging. Don't let another day pass with unforgiveness in your heart. The burden you carry isn't yours to bear. Cast it upon the one who cares for you. Release it and find rest for your soul. Picture the person who hurt you standing before you now. Speak these words from your heart. I forgive you. I release you. I choose to walk in freedom. Say it aloud if possible, for there's power in your words. As you speak, chains are breaking, walls are falling, and darkness is fleeing. You're stepping into a new season of healing and restoration. Remember this spiritual law. If you forgive others their trespasses, you will be forgiven. But if you do not forgive, neither will you be forgiven. These aren't just words. They are spiritual laws governing heaven and earth. You cannot ask for mercy while withholding mercy from those who have wronged you. Think about the unforgiving servant in the parable. A man owed a king an enormous debt he could never repay. Out of compassion, the king forgave the debt and released him. But that same servant found another man who owed him a small amount and had him thrown in prison for inability to pay. When the king heard this, he was furious and handed the unforgiving servant over to tormentors until he could pay all that was owed. This is a warning. If you hold on to unforgiveness, you invite torment into your life. The hardness of your heart will create its own prison. Consider Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers. They sold him into slavery out of jealousy and left him for dead. Yet when he was raised a power in Egypt and his brothers came before him in need, he didn't repay evil with evil. Instead, he forgave them, saying, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Joseph's forgiveness not only restored his family, but preserved an entire nation. Think of David, relentlessly pursued by King Saul. When David had the opportunity to take Saul's life, he refused, saying, "The Lord forbid that I should stretch out my hand against the Lord's anointed." David chose mercy over revenge, and because of this, his throne was established forever. Even on the cross, beaten and mocked, the cry was, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." If one without sin could forgive those who nailed him to the cross, how much more should you, having been forgiven so much, extend that same grace to others? Forgiveness isn't about excusing the wrong or pretending it didn't happen. It's about releasing the offense to the righteous judge and allowing healing to flow into your heart. Unforgiveness is poison. It may feel justified, but it will only harm you in the end. It builds walls around your heart, separates you from divine presence, clouds your vision, and keeps you from seeing the blessings placed before you. Don't let deception convince you that holding on to resentment gives you power. True power comes from releasing the hurt and trusting divine justice to prevail. You may ask, how can I forgive when the pain is so great? Forgiveness isn't something you do in your own strength. It's a supernatural act requiring divine help. Come forward and receive the grace to forgive. Pour out your heart. Express your pain and anger. These emotions can be handled, but after laying them down, leave them there. Don't pick them back up. Remember Peter's question, "Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Up to 7 times. The answer was not up to 7 times, but up to 70 times 7. Forgiveness isn't about keeping score. It's about living in freedom. Every time you forgive, you break another chain. Every time you release an offense, you step further into abundant life. Forgiveness isn't just for the benefit of the one who hurt you. It's for your own freedom. When you forgive, you're no longer bound by others' actions. You're no longer a prisoner of the past. You're free to walk in the destiny prepared for you. Don't let the enemy steal your joy and peace by keeping you locked in unforgiveness. There are wounds that feel too deep to heal, but divine healing can mend any hurt, restore any heart. Trust that all things work together for good. Trust that beauty can come from ashes. Trust that every situation, no matter how hopeless it seems, can be redeemed. Today, you must make a choice. Will you hold on to bitterness eating away at your soul, or will you release it? Will you cling to the pain of the past, or will you step into the freedom of forgiveness? The choice is yours, but know this, you are not alone. You will never be left nor forsaken. There is strength for what feels impossible. As you forgive, you will see divine intervention in ways you never imagined. You will experience peace that surpasses understanding. You will see relationships restored and blessings poured out. But more importantly, you will draw closer to the source of all love. A heart free of unforgiveness is a heart that can fully receive divine love. This is your invitation to freedom. This is your moment to choose healing over hurt, peace over pain, and love over resentment. The journey begins with a single step. Release what you've been holding. Forgive as you have been forgiven. And watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible.